and welcome again to the Nurses Heartbeat. I just want to go into the self-check for you to know what actually happens when doing the self-check. So I'm just here in the screen on the Australian site. So just going through to see what is actually there for the self-check. Alright, so I've already done a video where I talked about the self-check issues and the things that you need. So quickly, let's go to completing the self-check. So it just gives you information of what is self-check. That is, you are trying to find out you meet the criteria to register in Australia. That is basically why you want to do the self-check, and then the self-check will put you into stream A, stream B, and stream C. So A is for people that have qualification equivalent to qualifications in Australia, and then they can apply directly. So people that were trained in Australia, New Zealand, or they have qualification already in Australia and New Zealand, they go into stream A. Stream B is for international nurses and midwives that have similar competencies to the Australian Board of Nursing, but who need examination requirements to get registered. And then stream C are for people that had qualifications that were not equivalent and needed an upgrade before they could meet the standard to apply. That was it. And these streams were there before they introduced the streamlined process in April 2025. But just to add that if you do not meet the new streamlined process, then you will still need this old process to go through. So let's come down here. Let's go ready to complete self-check. Let's come. Okay. So quickly going into the self-check, just go next. So this was a disclaimer to say that you qualify for English requirements, criminal history requirements, recency of practice. You have indemnity insurance in place and all of that. Then you continue. Then it brings you to here. Have you previously completed a self-check and you are seeking registration for additional profession? No. Next. What profession or division of profession are you seeking registration in? So if you're a midwife, we have midwife, registered nurse. Let's go here. Do you hold current registration as a nurse in New Zealand? No. Have you previously had any registration in Australia? No. Then you go to next. Do you hold a current APRA Referral Board Bridging Program letter? You will need a bridging program letter if you have previously applied for registration as an internationally qualified nurse or midwife but were refused registration and referred to complete a bridging program or OBA. So if that happened to you, then you will need a letter, but if not, you don't. So you just go no. So it asks you of your primary qualifications, and here let me let you know that in the previous years, APRA only considered Bachelor of Nursing by then, So if your qualification was not bachelor, it was quite difficult for you to go through that process. So enter country where your qualification was obtained. So this is for illustration purpose. So let me check my country. So I was trained in Ghana. So let me. Okay, found Ghana. If you can't find your country for any reason, you can take here, can't find my country. Then you manually input that and then enter the name of institution. So there are so many institutions in your country that you enter. Okay. So for this purpose, I will just pick University of Ghana. If you can't find your institution too, I can't find my institution, you take that and then you go. Enter the title of qualification. So here, even though they gave you Bachelor of Science and Diploma in Nursing and all of that, if you pick diploma, they will normally tell you need an upgrade before you proceed. Okay, so just for illustration, let me still put that and see. So diploma in general nursing. Yeah, enter year completed. So I'll go here and put, guys, sorry, my sensor is okay. Just put it there and move on. Your qualification has been checked. Do you have any other qualifications relevant to your profession as a registered nurse? So let me say yes. So if you have any other qualification that is relevant, let me go next. Enter country where qualification was obtained. So if you've done any qualification, you add it and then you enter the name of the institution, enter title of qualification, enter year completed, and you go through. Let me go back and then click no for additional qualification. Sorry, it has come back more than I expected. So any additional qualification, let me say no, then go to next. Based on the qualification information entered, it is advised that you upgrade your qualification if you wish to register as a registered nurse in Australia. So, guys, you say this. So, in the previous ones, if you had diploma, you had to upgrade before you could apply, and that is why they brought in the streamlined process so that it will eliminate this upgrade standard and all of that. I will just pause here and go back and use a bachelor degree to show you how it will be. Hi guys, so I am taking the self-check again so that we use the bachelor in nursing. And there is a quick note here that I want you to know before I proceed. Said the self-check process identifies the required steps for individuals who may wish to apply for registration. It does not assess whether an individual satisfies the eligibility requirement for registration. So the self-check is just giving you steps to apply, but it doesn't assess whether you are eligible or not. That is what they put in there. So even if you go through the self-check, it is still the board that will apply. It is still the board that will determine whether you satisfy eligibility or not. Okay. So that is just a reminder. So I'm just taking it again. Then I'll put for bachelors, I'll put it and see how it goes. No, we've not previously completed self-check. What profession are you seeking registration? Nurse. Oh goodness. You've not registered in New Zealand before, not in Australia before. You don't need any letter. So enter where country that qualification was obtained. Institution, if there is the need to. That's Ghana. And then, so there are so many institutions in Ghana. Let me take this one. Enter qualification. So, Bachelor of Science Nursing honors, and then enter year completed. So let's say I completed 2015. Check outcome. Do you have any other qualifications relevant to this profession? No. Next. Were you required to set an examination before applying for registration in the country where you gain your qualification? Yes. Did you successfully complete the pre-registration examination? Yes. Next. You are now ready to proceed to assessment stages. Okay. Then you need to confirm that you meet all the requirements. They will need English language, recency of practice, and all of that. Then you come here and it will ask you of your details. Can you see that? So let me try putting my details in there. Take you are not a robot. Your email address is there. So when I put in, you already have an existing IQNM account. To add an additional professional division, please log into your portal and complete the self-check by selecting the new International Professional Self-Check from your dashboard. So because I already have, let me see which portal it is going to take me. So viewers, you see, it takes me to this place. So in conclusion, because when you do the self-check, it will put you into stream A or stream B, then you continue to proceed with the application process. As I indicated, it is not the self-check that ensures your eligibility for the process. It only checked your requirement, and the only thing that self-check was eliminating was programs that were not bachelor and above. And if you had not written any licensing examinations after you graduated from school, it will eliminate you from it. Other than that, when you answer those correctly, it would just put you into your stream, whether stream A or stream B. And what I encourage and I recommend to people is that with the new registration standard that came in from April 2025, if you think you meet this requirement, as I always say, I have made a video about all the requirements that you need. You can also check on the Australian board, the APRA portal, for the requirement yourself. If you think you meet them, just go to APRA portal and create your account and start applying and provide all the supporting documents that you need. You wouldn't really need to go through all the self-check process before it takes you to the portal. Unless, of course, you are somebody that you want to do the old system, that you want to be assigned to a stream. whether stream A or B. If not, there is no need to worry yourself going through the process. Just go through the APRA portal, login, or create an account, start answering the questions and applying, and then provide all the supporting documents you need. And I wish you the best of luck. They will decide on your issue individually, and I hope you'll get your registration. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe and share, and any comments that you have, put it down. It will be responded accordingly. Thank you for watching the Nurses Heartbeats. Bye.